Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back today with another POV. This time we're in Chinatown, shooting with the new Sony A7C and the Samyang 45mm. So it was a Sunday morning. Chinatown is quite quiet for the way it usually is. It's usually way busier than this. So yeah, didn't get anything great, but it's more of a practice with the new camera. First shot was okay, as you can see. Then I see these tuk-tuks, so I thought I'd try and get a typical Chinatown shot with the tuk-tuks. Again, nothing special, but just warming up and still getting used to the camera.
Thank you.
For this shot, I really liked the chaos, or the organised chaos, of this little coffee vendor. Took a few shots of what was happening on his little trolley. Then I got lucky and he popped up from behind, so I managed to grab a shot of him as well as his little coffee truck. Turned out okay, not too bad.
Thank you.
Then this next shot, I wanted to get something a little bit different for the usual Chinatown shot, which is sort of looking along the road called Yaowarat Road. I wanted to get something different, so used these umbrellas as the foreground. I quite like that shot. I think it's probably the best from the day. Then this lady, I wanted to try and silhouette her against the road, but then I don't think it was bright enough, so then I just sort of edited it in a way that I felt suited. This one was just a strip of light, and then I tried a crop that was kind of inspired by Fan Ho. Just a very, very narrow crop using that strip of light. Quite like how that one turned out.
Thank you.
Then I seen this guy. He was fast asleep, chilling in the back of his pickup truck, swinging on a hammock. So that was an obvious shot. I just had to take it. Okay, now this shot, I really love this aspect of Chinatown. I love the alleyways. So walking towards this lady, I can't remember what she was selling actually, but she was talking to this lady for quite a while. And then I saw a motorbike heading towards them, so I wanted to quickly get down and try and frame a shot with the motorbike and the two ladies. The framing was okay, not quite as good as I expected, but never mind. And then I wanted to try and just capture the two ladies having a chat. Again, this is an okay shot, nothing special, but I quite like how this one turned out. Then this one, there was just the crazy Bangkok wires that really caught my attention. This one was all about the light. I wanted hard backlight on the motorbike, but the light wasn't good enough really. So I ended up with this shot. This shot, looking down this alleyway, I seen the guy coming towards me on a motorbike. He's actually not quite in frame there, but he didn't come, so then I managed to get this shot instead. This shot was all about the greens. There was just lots of different greens in one shot. So again, I used a different crop than I would usually, just to sort of highlight the green colours. Obviously, there's countless temples in Chinatown. Not being 100% familiar with the camera, it takes me a little while to figure out a few things, and then I frame up a shot. I love these look-up shots when you've got a nice blue sky behind the temple. That one's quite nice, worked well. And then I really love the starbursts. So when you stop the aperture down and you get that nice starburst effect with a bright light source. In this case, it's the sun. Really like that shot. And then here, I try and do the same thing. This is probably my second favourite shot from the walk. I really like the trees and the temple with the light that the starburst gives. Yeah, I like that shot. Again, trying to frame up another temple shot. You can see I'm trying to use the LCD here on camera. I found that really tricky because I actually usually shoot with the EVF, but I was trying to use the LCD so that the POV video could see, but I was struggling. But in the end, I managed to frame the temple with the trees. The trees followed a similar line to the roof of the temple, so I think that shot works well. And then this next shot is all about the contrast between the sort of derelict building and the temple in the background with the yellow flowers in the foreground. So this was just a few different elements that work together. I think it works quite well to make an all-round photograph. There we go. Now this one, I'm dialing my settings in now quickly because I could see this guy and I wanted to silhouette him in his tuk-tuk and include a lot of the scene that was going on around him. Had to be quick so that he didn't move, and I got that shot. I really like it actually. And then this one was just, I didn't really know what was down this little alleyway, so I ended up walking here and this guy asks me what I'm up to. I just ask him if I can go and take a picture. So then I walk down and it's right on the Chao Phraya River here, so had a little look around and there wasn't really much there, which you'll see in a moment. So I walk out on this little small mini pier. I look right and there's nothing really that catches my attention. So then I look back left and I feel like the city backdrop with the front of the boat could look quite nice. So I managed to get this shot here. Again, using a much narrower crop than I would usually, but I quite like the results. Now we're walking back past a different entrance to that same temple, and I got quite lucky because from this view the temple looks really big, but obviously it helps if you've got a human element to show the size. So then I'm waiting and then this lady walks in front and it gives you a good sense of scale for the temple. I like that shot. And then coming up again is another tuk-tuk shot, using the first tuk-tuk as a frame for the second tuk-tuk and the guy. Managed to get this shot here. It's okay, not too bad. Then this shot is an unusual shot for me. I don't really take these kinds of shots, but I felt like this shot told quite a good story, that this lady had been selling these shoes just like this for many years. Then again, trying that typical Yaowarat Road shot, looking down with all of the Chinese signs, with the blue sky in the backdrop. I feel like this one worked quite well. This guy walking in red, I should have been quicker. I wanted to get him framed with all of these red Chinese bits and bobs that were being sold on this stall here, but I was too late and he'd gotten too far away. But the shot still worked okay, I think. At this point we were getting closer to midday, so the light was much more harsh. And I seen this lady behind this guy. I really wanted to catch her in the light. Again, a little bit too slow. Walked out of frame. Never mind. Here is where the Sony's really performing so well. Its autofocus is just crazy fast, and managed to get this shot. And then I see this monk walking towards me through the crowd of people, so I get ready, dial the settings in quickly and try to frame a shot of the monk. It just so happened his drink matched his outfit, which made the shot feel a little bit more cool. Then again, playing with light, completely making this guy's face fall into shadow. I think that worked out quite well. Again, here I'm looking at the harsh lighting, and I thought this guy working on his stall here was quite cool in the really harsh light. So I got this shot to start with. which works okay, and then I wanted to wait for the right subject to walk into the light. So I waited a short while, maybe 5 minutes or so. I'm not patient enough. I need to work on my patience. But then I managed to get a shot of this couple walking past with all the bags into the light. It works okay, not too bad. I should have waited longer for a better subject. And this lady, very Chinatown image, is washing her pots and pans, getting ready to sell food from the street. I just felt like that was a really interesting shot. And then this guy, also super interesting guy, wanted to try and grab a shot of this guy, but he walked a little bit too fast. I wanted his reflection, but I missed that shot. Focusing on this light, so I'm in the alleyways again, and there's this very narrow strip of harsh light that I wanted to work with. So I actually stayed in this alleyway for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, just trying to work various compositions with the light, until I finally settled on where I was here shooting. As you can see, I've took a few shots of this lady. Then I'm going to move a little bit further down, and again waiting for a better subject to come into the frame. This lady was the first subject. Then I saw this little girl getting a shoulder ride. Took that shot, and then a few other shots here using this same strip of light. I really like the feel of these shots. And then this lady here posing for a shot. She just saw me raise the camera up and decided to pose, which was quite cool. And then I come around this corner here and try to use a reflection of this guy, kind of like mirroring his posture. And there we go. So thanks for watching, guys. A nice street walk in Chinatown. See you on the next one.